where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
You'll see.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge.
He squints at you.
What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kick-off on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Who do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Okay.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stones left on the corpse. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid. I hate words too. Let's back up. This isn't going anywhere. I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words.
Has Kuno been to some kind of school? Probably a school for children with behavioral difficulties.
Kuno, shouldn't you be at school or something? I have behavioral difficulties too. Better not mention it. I have behavioral difficulties too.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to relate to you.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about your handicap. Get a wheelchair or something. Kuno doesn't care.
Okay, more on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
We will buy those eventually, but that's gonna have to
Kuno
wait.
doesn't fucking care.
Once we have easier access to money, we'll do that. Let's get this thought done.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Let's accept that. Okay, there we go. We have another point. We will save that for now. No need to do it right away. Let's try to get that... was it a perception check down in the basement with the corpse? Let's just try to do that. What's our... bad cop is at -9. We can afford that. We can afford doing something actually helpful for the case. We're still the worst, of course, but yeah, let's go. Let's see.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Okay, we put the point in perception then. There we go. Do we wanna... you know what? You know what? You know what? Close the door. Let's do something else first. I mean... why else would we have it? Yep, and let's quickly do that old switch again. There we go. There it is. Do some speed. As one should. Disclaimer, you absolutely should not.
The bear's
And let's...
eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Let's go for it. Perception legendary 14. Search the body one more time thoroughly. 92%. Let's send it.
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
What is this? Okay. Let's
His
get in
face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
We could crawl up his nostrils, put the fingers in the mouth, or squeeze the nose. Let's crawl up his nostrils first.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Sure, let's do it.
Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
Let's squeeze it.
You pick it between your fingers. The mass feels large, very porous somehow. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
Let's put it in the mouth. There we go.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it, it feels right, sure.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth.
Okay.
Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Fuck yeah.
Keep going.
Touch it with your finger, gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again, never wake. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark, forever.
And let's push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
Okay. There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Punch a hole through his mouth, or wriggle in. Let's go the brute force kind of way.
The cartilage gives in with a crack,
Ugh.
like some fruit. Just like that, your hand is in his head. Strange fluid streams down your wrist, and then you feel it with the tip of your finger. Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Let's inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
The lieutenant leans closer. Let's fish it out. 97% chance. Come on now. There we go. That's nice.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
Good, good.
The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. Slowly pull your finger out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Let's drop it in. I mean, that was definitely a good boy point, right?
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
No, it wasn't. Not yet. Okay, good.
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it?
Of course. You deserve it.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds like heaven. Sounds about right. Say nothing, just nod. Sounds like heaven.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right. Agreed. Wasn't that what we thought the last time? Let's ask the third one.
That was then. This time we have extensive tissue destruction away from the wound track. This time we have a bullet.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Treatment?
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, this injury here.
He points to the mark encircling the corpse's neck. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Dead dubba-doop-doop.
Dead.
Yeah, you know what, let's just agree with
I
that.
have had my doubts for a while now, since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands, and no claw marks on his neck. There have been other signs too, small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him?
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Okay, let's close the door. I don't want to bag the corpse quite yet. Oh wow, that actually removed 2 bad cop points. We're gonna have to regain those. And I can think of a way how, but the lieutenant will have to go to bed first. Okay, interactable here, bullet. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks like a fanciful jacket button. It looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
The lieutenant steps closer. I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me.
I don't know.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Let's inspect it closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Let's look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter. Wow, I actually know this. That's a thought, so I'll do that first.
Yes, it's as if you've seen bullets before, officer.
Fair point. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Let's just go for it. We have plenty of means to push our bad cop, good cop dynamic further into the bad cop direction. Yeah, let's just go for it.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
Okay, fine. The bullet has nothing more to say. Let's put it away. We'll do that later, maybe. We'll see. Okay, we have a skill point at the moment. We'll save that for when we need it. There's plenty of books to be read, but first, I guess we'll go to Joyce? Yeah. Let's go to Joyce. We have some things to talk about. Or actually first, since that seems... Oh, I don't know if he's still here. Call me mañana. Is he gone? Or is he still sitting on the railing? We'll see. No, he's gone. Okay. Joyce should still be here. So let's go there right now. And see if we can succeed this this skill check now that we have the thought. What do we have here? There is something down there. Oh yeah, that's probably the basement, right? Let's see. Oh, there's something we didn't see before. That's because our perception is better now. Nice to see. What's in there? Anything good? Money. I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. What's this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Oh, I think we didn't have enough. Did we have enough money when we came through here? No, we were saving up for magnesium, right? I think so. That's why we didn't do it.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal.
Let's pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one. There are some kind of ruins of building. There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Okay, let's leave. Okay, anything else here? We should keep, you know, the sensor on just in case we see any, you know, anything we have missed before, or maybe some tear. What's this? Tear. Very nice. That's money. That's just some free money. We could also go up there at some point. Maybe after we talk to Joyce. Let's keep going down here. And try that skill check.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
What kind of skill check was that again? I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Okay, conceptualization. Let me
Glad to have
quickly
been of assistance.
do some things first. We have the speed in our hand. We need something else. We need the cigarettes again. We can just buy more tomorrow. That's fine. We're gonna have to do the old shuffle again. Put it back and take them out again. There we go. Some cigarettes. There we go. Intellect raised. Oh. Wait, oh, it was already detracted. I thought we were just at 1 and it had gone down. Okay, that's fine, whatever. And then we'll pop some pyrolidon. There we go. That was health again. That was damaged. Okay. Beautiful. The pyrolidon will come in
Good.
later, I think.
What can I help you with?
At least I think it was pyrolidon. Right, the questions
More
about
lessons
reality.
in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Okay, 92%. Come on now.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
She concludes.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium? The world needs a term of endearment. This world does not deserve a term of endearment. Let's go with the second one.
There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Fascists.
I don't feel like I have got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Inside, sideways? what shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
That was Occident Revachol Grad, right?
ORG. Occident Revachol Grad.
There we go.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
Oh my god, wait, what the hell are you telling me? The pale? And what do you mean corona? Oh my god, wait.
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
Her voice becomes homely, calm. She lets a moment pass. The pale? And what do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
His voice is low, but firm. All she can say is,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
I don't want to. I want to know what the pale is. What do you mean it's not part of reality? Okay then, I don't want to. I want to know what the pale is.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this whole exercise. Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
but she wants to tell you. You could sneak back later, when he's not around, unless you can convince him to step aside.